The triathlon, one of the most grueling single-day events in sports. A 3.85 kilometer swim, followed by 180 kilometers of cycling, and ending with a 42.2 kilometer run. It's not called the Ironman for nothing.
Yeah.
Think you could handle it? Well, let's put your body to the test. This is your body on, attempting an Ironman triathlon without training. People train for months to prepare for an open water swim race, or for a road bicycle race, or for a marathon. To prepare for all three could take years. Could you do it without any training? Is it even possible? Even before the race begins, the anticipation of the coming challenge will increase blood flow to your muscles. Your oxygen consumption will increase, and your adrenaline levels will rise. The starting pistol sounds. You race down the beach to the water, trying not to trip on your competitors. Once you're in the water, it's pure chaos. Try to keep a safe distance from the other swimmers. You might get kicked in the face if you're not careful. Ouch! Swimming in open water is a lot more difficult than swimming in a pool. You'll have to swim extra hard when you get pummeled by waves. As it is, the swim will take about 4 times more energy to complete than running the same distance. Your arms and legs will start to burn from exhaustion. The average time for the swim portion of an Ironman triathlon is 1 hour 16 minutes, but you have 2 hours and 20 minutes to complete it. The water has helped to keep your body temperature regulated, but now that you're back on dry land, your temperature will rise very quickly. 3/4 of the energy your muscles release during cycling and running is in the form of heat waste. That means the sweat will flow in excess of 1 liter of fluid per hour. You're going to suffer from dehydration if you don't replenish those fluids regularly. It takes the average triathlete 6.5 hours to complete this segment of the race. You have no more than 8 hours to complete the 180 kilometer trek. So far, carbohydrates are providing about half of your muscle's energy, with fat providing the other half. As your carbohydrate stores decrease, you'll be burning through more of the fat. What started with an early morning swim has now become an evening run. You've been going a total of 8 to 10.5 hours.
Wow.
And you're only now starting on a marathon. You've got another 5 to 6.5 hours to go. Your butt is sore from sitting on the bike seat for the last few hours. Hopefully you wore padded shorts. And you're aching from the extreme exertion. The stress of the race on your muscles will cause damage. You could be suffering from muscle tears. Now that your carbohydrate and glycogen stores are at critical levels, your body is using muscle proteins to keep going. As much as 15% of your energy comes from this source as you get closer to the finish line. As you didn't train for this challenge, you're finding it very hard to keep going. Training would have increased your body's capacity to store glycogen, as well as the ability to burn fats. Both of these would help increase your endurance. Without them, reaching the end will be difficult. As you approach the finish line, every step would be a struggle, both physically and mentally. Okay, it has taken anywhere from 12.5 to 17 hours, but you've made it. You've reached the finish line. Barely. Everything aches and you have trouble standing. You might even smell of ammonia.
Stinky!
This is a byproduct of burning muscle protein. Common after effects of completing an Ironman triathlon include stomach discomfort, bloating, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Since you didn't train, you will be suffering from a few of these. Try not to throw up on another competitor. It'll take you a few weeks to recover from the extreme exertion. You'll be susceptible to viral and bacterial infections due to the lack of amino acids in your body, and the muscle damage and inflammation might remain for up to 3 weeks after the race. So, is it possible to run a triathlon without training? Yeah, but those who have done it are usually athletes of one kind or another, and you will pay for it afterward. But now that you're an Ironman, there's no challenge that can hold you back, right? Well, let's see how you do swimming across the Atlantic on another episode of Your Body On.